Hello everyone, this is Darker65, and today I am bringing you a review and custom showcasing of the Transformers, the movie, the 2007 Deluxe Class Barricade, with some added paint apps by yours truly. Do not have the package for the figure anymore, so we'll move on to the figure itself. Barricade transforms into a saline police car. Don't remember the exact model name, but it is very accurate, or it's very screen accurate, and accurate to the actual car itself. There's a nice light bar up here, the number 643. Don't know what that means, if it means anything at all. Then you got police, the nice double lettering. You have Decepticon police, established 1865. Then you have to punish and enslave instead of to protect and serve. You got a relatively clean undercarriage. You can see some silver though that I painted in. All you can see is the waist piece, which is maybe again the hands and the feet maybe. Yeah. And he rolls nicely. Then you open up the grill here, and then that kind of springs Frenzy out partially. Then you pull him out the grill. It's hollow in there. And here you have just a minute, just my light again. Well, here's Frenzy folded up, and there's like the black grill piece. And then you just fold the legs down, fold the head up. And there you have Frenzy in robot mode. So for comparison of Frenzy in robot mode, here is Sergeant Noble, the Human Alliance figure from one of the motorcycle Human Alliance figures from Transformers Dark of the Moon. Tailpipe, there we are. You can see how they look. I think Frenzy's to scale. I know Frenzy's supposed to be like 6 feet tall, so maybe it isn't that great a scale, but it works. It's not like he's bigger than Frenzy. So, yeah. Yeah, and Frenzy, as far as visibility goes, we're going to head back and forward. The arms can do a full 360, and they are independently movable. You've got the legs. I'll leave Frenzy off to the side for the time being. Now for the paint apps that I've added in this mode, I have painted the rims. These used to be all black. And I painted him because, you have the movie Premium Barricade that came out, and then you eventually had the Transformers Dark of the Moon Barricade come out, which I didn't feel like getting, if I already had him. But I felt that he needed a bit more paint, and we'll get into more of that in robot mode. But what I've done in this mode, I painted the rims. Now I painted these intakes here, which again isn't completely accurate. I painted part of the front bumper here, and here. And that's it for this mode. At least from what you're supposed to be able to see. And then you have police back here, which is nice. And I don't got it lined up properly. But. And Barricade is a large and feel heavy as far as plastic goes in size. Here is Transformers Dark of the Moon Bumblebee, which I am proud to say this is the only movie Bumblebee that I own aside from a Legends Class toy. You can see how they stack up. You can see Barricade is a good deal longer. Yeah. So to transform Barricade into robot mode, first you want to come back here and you're just going to want to wrench these pieces out, the back of the tail lights from the bumper, and you're gonna want to. I also painted these pieces here. These didn't turn out as well as I thought they would, but they look bad. And then so you pull these out here, and you separate it from the windshield, and you separate it down here from this piece down here. And then you're gonna pull that up out of the way for now. Do the same thing with the other side. Just pull it up out of the way, like so. Then you're gonna come back here to the windshield, or to the top of the windshield, the roof of the car, I mean, and you're gonna pull this up. It's already down. If it's down, then you want to take the legs. You're gonna split them, and then you're going to get a piece here, and you're going to bring it down until you get his legs in that kind of crooked position that he has, because you cannot actually straighten his legs. So I prefer having them like that. And do that with the other side too. And you bring the foot down, it's on a ball joint, like so. And leave it like that for the time being. There's a few more things that you do to his legs, and I'll get that shortly. Or I'll get to it shortly. Well, first I need to adjust the camera as well, before we can continue. Okay, so then you want to come to his waist, and you're going to bring it up, and you have two tabs here, peg into these two slots here, and they don't peg in like completely straight. They kind of angle in like so the waist piece faces forward a bit. Then you're going to want to take the arms and bring them down like so. And then, like, what I like to do now, I know, like, in the CGI model, or the on-screen model, excuse me, these are kind of angled like this, or however. I like rotating them all the way around on the ball joint, like so, and having these bits face out, which I did paint silver. So I'll do the same thing on the other side. Yeah, that's how I like my barricade. Okay. And you're going to want to take the lift the car, bring it back around his back, and bring these down against his back for the time being. And you want to take the chest or the hood of the car and split it, and then you're going to stick your hand under here and bring up his head, like so. And then you can bring these window pieces up like so against the back of his head. Let's get the light adjusted again. Okay, let's see. And then what I like to do is bring this chest piece back, and I don't like leaving it out that wide. At least that's me. So I like to push it back in somewhat so it kind of encases his head, because he has no head articulation anyways. There's no point in leaving it open in my mind. And you can kind of warp his chest if you bring these bits in first, like so. And angle these out a bit. No, bring it back up. Sorry, trying to contemplate how I want them here. And you can take the foot pieces here, or the thighs, and you're just going to bring them up against the sides. A little more natural. And then you can, now I did paint these before I even knew about that you could actually bring these up to give them a more screen accurate look. And you just bring these up, and it kind of gives them like a foot spike, for lack of a better term. And let's see if I can get him to stand here, so his feet are ball jointed. There we are, and here we have Barricade in his robot mode. And you can see I added a lot more paint in this mode. And also you can do, for information, he has these fingers here, and they were sculpted in, and they were just black plastic before, and I did not like that, so I painted all the individual fingers, like so, and it really brings them out nicely. So what I like to do is, well, you can bring the thumb up like so, when it's down like that, which looks alright, but I like bringing the entire hand up, so it gets it in the proper alignment with the wheel. And you can still articulate the thumb there. And then if you kind of bend it like so, it kind of gives him like something hanging off the bottom of his arm, but he has actual hands. And that's not right. Let me fix that off camera because I'm not supposed to be popping that out yet. Just a moment. Very fidgety. There we are. There we have Barricade, and now I like to display him. You're probably wondering, I added all this silver paint, and I didn't add it to his head where it should be. Well, his head is, does not want to stand today. Okay. His head is gold, as you can see there. That's not screen accurate whatsoever. His head did have a bit of gold on it, but it was not that much gold. But his head is like a soft, rubbery plastic. And you can see it can kind of bend his horns. So I might try painting it silver eventually, at least part of it. But I don't want to try it right now. So I think the gold looks fine. So, for other paint apps that I added, again, I added the paint to these shoulder pieces here. And again, the intakes here. Added silver to this piece here. I already added silver to the grill, as you know. I added silver to the hands, I already showed. Okay. This camera does not want to focus today. I have silver on these. Then the shoe I call this here, and silver on the joints here, silver back here. Then you have, and I think this silver was already here, right here. Then I added silver to this tubing here, and I added silver back to the spikes. So I think he looks a lot better like this, and I like him, and I enjoy this figure a lot better with those paint apps that I added. So for portability in this mode, his head is stagnant, and it can go back if you wanted to, but I've locked it in with these pieces here. These are ball jointed here, so you can do whatever you want with them. You got a ball joint here, at the elbow, or sorry, at the shoulder, and you got the joint here at the shoulder, and then you can twist, and then you can move his hand and his thumb. That's that. Then for this hand, it's the same thing, but you have a gimmick here. There's a button here, and it will spring out his hand, like so. I really don't care for this gimmick. It's really easy to push by accident, and it's a big pain in the butt. And I wish both arms could do it, though. Like in the video game, 2007 movie video game, Barricade's arms would extend out, and he'd have like saws at the end of them, and he'd swing them around. That was kind of cool. So I kind of wish both arms had it, or if both arms don't have it, then none of the arms have it. But if it was a nod to the video game, and it is a nice nod at that. If not, then I find it kind of pointless. But we had to have some kind of gimmick, right, for the kids. So, and then to bring it back in, you just bring it back on this joint here, and that will lock back in. like so. No waist articulation. Got ball jointed hips. And this camera uses the focus today. You got a rotation here beneath the knee. You do got a knee, kind of like a ratchet. Got that much back, that much forward. And you got a ball jointed foot. And these pieces can move. So, he's very articulate. For me, he was 2007. It is a little bit disappointing as far as articulation goes, but it isn't bad. Wish his head can move. There we are. And Frenzy can still fit inside his chest. Like so. I apologize for this being a long review, I guess. Showing off the paint apps and such made it longer. You can still stick Frenzy inside of his chest. So for comparison, I will bring in the Transformers Dark of the Moon Deluxe Class Bumblebee. Let me transform him real quick and add even more time to this video. I'll be back with you in just a moment. Almost done, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so here's Transformers Dark of the Moon Bumblebee comparison. Again, they fought in the first movie. You can see how they all look together. I think it's about time to end the review. It's almost bordering on the time that I take to do a Voyager. So, this has been the video review for Transformers the movie, or 2007 movie line, Movie Barricade. This has been Sharpie 65. Thank you very much for watching and take care.